Starting things off, jamming for the Blue Ribbon Bullies, and Zoe Trocious for the second win.
The action gets underway. Both jammers trying to fight through the wall at the back of the pack. Whistles already being blown. We have one skater going to the penalty box, but in the meanwhile, we do have a lead jammer wearing black for the Windy City Rollers. That is Zoe Trocious, your first lead jammer. Number 515, Wicked Red, to the penalty box. And it looks like we have a 4-hour penalty being called on 121. That is aneurysm. Aneurysm will be spending 30 seconds in the penalty box, as Zoe Trocious does get out and around, picking up a grand slam. Now that's 5 points high in the sky, and on the scoreboard for the Windy City Rollers, Spider. That's good.
Don't be confused with any other sports or any other very tasty breakfast dishes, folks. A grand slam means 5 points to the home team. And just like that, we have another grand slam on the Windy City Rollers side of the board. And they have an early 10-0 lead, and Zoe Trocious not done yet.
Zoe Trocious is hungry for points. She heard you talk about breakfast. She wants to eat some points. 5 more in the sky. Another 5 points for Zoe Trocious. Kitty Mittens to the penalty box. Now Zoe Trocious does call the jam. 4 more points picked up on that last by Zoe Trocious, so that's going to be a 19-point jam to start out the game in the favor of the Windy City Rollers. 0 points on the board for the Blue Ribbon Bullies.
Next up on the line, Bambi Bloodlust, going to try and continue things on the right track for the second win. She will be jamming against Crazy Daisy. It's got 2 Z's, so you got to get that in it. It's like a bug zapper.
Tight back wall formation at the back of the pack by Abita Down, Dawn Ting, and Sugar Smacks, holding Crazy Daisy back as Bambi Bloodlust is trying to best the 2-3 white up at the top of the pack.
Back a bit separated now, bridge in there by the Blue Ribbon Bullies, but Bambi Bloodlust, she does get free, and that's consecutive lead jammers for the second win. Bambi goes to one knee on the inside, then recycles, comes back around, trying to find some space on the outside to the right. Now has one blocker to beat, forced out of bounds. There's a couple come up for the Blue Ribbon Bullies, but she slides right by on the outside. And once again, a grand slam for the second win.
Yeah, don't say anything though until she engages.
Just let me know.
Bambi Bloodlust gets to the top of the pack. Howie Rolson calls for the jam to be called. Excellent work by that bench coach as a star pass had been committed. 4 points picked up on that last pass for Bambi. So an effective star pass by Iowa.
Shake it back. Shake and bake with the running start, if any of you are watching the Olympics, of course. Sprinting has begun, and that was definitely a sprinter start from Shake and Bake. Smashingly jamming for the Blue Ribbon Bullies, and she is jammed up. No pun intended, the Shake and Bake is out. 3 jams, 3 leads for the second win.
Now 515 Wicked Red is taking her second trip to the penalty box.
Good look.
That is not going to be very helpful for her teammate Storm Crasher, who did get through and out of the pack, but Shake and Bake calls the jam after picking up 4 more points, bringing the Windy City Rollers total to 32 on the board, 0 for the Blue Ribbon Bullies.
Very fast start.
Jamming in black for the first time tonight will be Hat Trixie, number 3 on the line for the Windy City Rollers. She will be doing the dance against Energizer Bunny. So we do have a lead jam for Des Moines' own Blue Ribbon Bullies as Energizer Bunny did get out of the pack first. Clean and legal, picking up lead jammer status. into the penalty box for a cutting penalty.
Trixie skating out of bounds.
Trixie now in the penalty box for a skating out of bounds penalty. That means that G is left alone, unopposed, to pick up another 5 points for the Blue Ribbon Bullies. That's a grand slam on that last pass. 4 points awarded on her first pass through.
Big moment for the Blue Ribbon Bullies to make up some ground here. But a big block from Sugar Smacks stalls out Energizer Bunny right there for the moment. She is back up on the track, and she gets 5 more points.
Almost cleared the apex jump. Had Trixie back in the mix, but Energizer Bunny killing it on this jam, picking up another 5 points.
Had Trixie with a nice move to get around Smudge. Wicked Red in the meantime went to the penalty box for a multiplayer block.
Energizer Bunny looking for a little bit of the daylight, but finding nothing but black jerseys in front of her. Cat Trixie has 1 blocker left at the top of the pack. Both jammers clear now, picking up 4 and 4 each. Cat Trixie with some very fancy footwork almost stays clean and legal, but the jam does get called. 3 more points picked up by Hat Trixie on that last pass. But a huge 23-point jam for Energizer Bunny and the Blue Ribbon Bullies. Correction, that's a 25-point jam. Nice work for the lady from Des Moines, Iowa.
Just a touch of deliberation at the scorer's table. And it looks like we will be coming back to action momentarily. Case closed, the jam for the Blue Ribbon Bullies.
And Goldilocks stock and barrel for Windy City's second win.
Team United did stop a 43-point opening run by the second win there. They look to build on that as the lead jam does go to case closed.
That was a multiplayer block assist to Smash Week. Case closed, getting the inside open for her as she swoops up, picking up 4 more points for Des Moines. Goldilocks staying on her feet, gets through, picking up 4 points as well for the Windy City Rollers.
Blockers arranging themselves, only 2 blockers on the track for Team United. Penalty box is empty for the second win, and that pack advantage goes. The second win's away. Another 4 points for Goldilocks Stock and Barrel. Four more on the board, so an 8-8 that jam finishes out, and our margin remains at 18, 51-33. Just over 22 minutes left here in our first half.
We gotta do some sponsors. We haven't done any yet.
So they've started 6 different jammers and 6 jams.
Lolo Guns wearing number 45 in white, and the star for Des Moines gets out with ease around the outside, pick up lead jammer for the 3rd jam in a row for the Blue Ribbon Bullies. Not too far behind though, Zoe Trocious.
I'll get a sponsor in the midst of the next break.
Yeah, maybe 2.
We got the first 3 leads, second 3 leads.
Zoe Trocious picking up a grand slam with some hard-fought offense there as Lolo Guns went to the penalty box. Power jam situation for the second win. Zoe with a little bit of a hesitation rocker step to move to the inside, has 1 block on the beat and beats her. Another 5 points in the air for Zoe Trocious, making good on this power jam. Second win looking to take advantage of the advantage while they can. Lolo Guns with a nice hop step move to the inside to lose the defense. But another 5 points in the air for Zoe Trocious. very lengthy jam. We've had a few lengthy jams here in the early going. Second win had the first 3 leads, and the next 3 lead jams have gone to the Blue Ribbon Bullies.
That's another 4 points for Lolo Guns and the Blue Ribbon Bullies. Both teams have a full complement of skaters on the track. Zoe Chose is trying to force her way up lane 4. Can do, she says. All about the toe stops, baby.
Got to tiptoe through, really quiet. And Zoe is especially good at keeping her balance, whether it's on the inside or the outside line, and sneaking past blockers, just as she did. As our jam comes to an end, very good work put in by both jammers, but the second win getting the better of that exchange. 1 more point at the tail end.
That's a 20-point jam for Zoe Chose. 45 on the board for the Blue Ribbon Bullies, and 71 for second win.
We got a second shirt.
I want to say thank you to Foley & Lardner, LLP. Foley & Lardner is a proud partner of the Windy City Rollers, offering services for business law, health law, litigation, intellectual property, regulatory affairs, and taxation. For more information, visit www.foley.com. Bambi Bloodlust rocking the star once again for the Windy City Rollers, turning the tables in their favor, picking up the lead jam along the way. And that is 121, Andrewism, wearing the star for the second time since the first jam. For Des Moines, 5 more points picked up high in the sky by Bambi Bloodlust.
Bambi looking to fight off a couple of more skaters. Is shoved out of bounds.
Only closer you're getting lost.
She did get 4 more points on that jam, on that exchange at the tail end of the jam. If you think Bambi's slalom moves are cool, and they are, check her out on Facebook and online on Chicks in Bowls. Very, very, very cool stuff.
Oh yeah, lots of skate park skating going on. You can tell when you watch her footwork. She spends a lot of time in those roller skates. She's a recent transfer to the Windy City Rollers, and I can personally say we couldn't be more happy to have her. We are so excited to have Bambi Bloodlust in the mix. But back to the action on the track, we have number 16, Energizer Bunny. She's wearing the star for Des Moines, and that is, I believe, Shake and Bake for the Windy City Rollers. Shake and Bake picking up lead jam. That's going to be the second in a row for the Windy City Rollers' second win. Direction of gameplay being assessed to number 511, Sugar Smacks. 5 more points on the board for number 405, Shake and Bake. Is that right? Not her number at all. Whatever, it's fine. Whatever. 4140 would be her number, excuse me. So it's a 0-0 pass.
That is a timeout, team timeout called by Team United. I want to thank the Lombard Roller Rink for supplying our most valuable player gifts for tonight, specializing in birthday parties and private events, also offering lessons for kids and adults, and of course, they sell skates. Proud provider of tonight's Player of the Game awards, the Lombard Roller Rink is located right here at 201 West 22nd Street in Lombard. For more information, visit www.lombardrollerrink.com.
And no joke, if you're looking for skates or gear or anything that has to do with roller skating laces, roller skating themed t-shirts, I mean, Lombard has it all. And Steve is one of the greatest friends to the Windy City Rollers and all of roller derby, honestly. Couldn't say enough good things about Steve himself. He's a fabulous man. He would never agree with me, but I guarantee all the skaters on the track would.
Was that the ghost? Did you just get the Holy Ghost? Is that what that was? I haven't seen that since I was like 5. That threw me off. Trixie's got the spirit, of course, so do we, and there will be threes.
Yes, that was good.
Threes wild on the track right now, as Case Close will be jamming against Tad Trixie. So keep your eyes open, folks. 3 in white and 3 in black. Going up against each other as we return from the break. Second win with a 40-point lead. Case Close is out first. It's the lead jamming to Case Close, but Tad Trixie trying to make up that ground.
Now the last 3 jams The Blue Ribbon Bullies were held scoreless at Trixie with a huge apex jump, picking up 4 more points for the Windy City Rollers. Case closed, looking to pick up any points she can. Dodging her way up the inside, finds Mako, gets past Mako up the end. At Trixie, crashing into Mako herself. Now that thaws a scoring freeze for the Blue Ribbon Bullies. 4 more points up on the board for case closed.
Pack slowing down just a bit as we get into the turns. Hat Trixie staying in bounds. She picks up 4 more points. Pivot sent to the box for the Blue Ribbon Bullies. Smash Bree will spend some time in the box. There's another 4 points on the board. A very nice jam from Hat Trixie. Already has the second win, knocking on the door of that century mark. Case closed does cut into it. Picks up 4 points. 12-8 in favor of the second win. 97-53 is our score. We tick down to 16 minutes on the clock.
I'm also going to act as small ref and go in there during official reviews.
Lolo Guns had very successful jams in the first game and in the second game here to start. She will be going up against Goldilocks, Stock, and Barrel. Lolo took a quick knock from a second win blocker, but immediately went around to the right side, and that's lead jamming the Lolo Guns. Quickly into the back and very quickly out. That is a grand slam for number 45 in white.
That's 2 for 2. That's 2 for 2 lead jams for the ladies from Des Moines, Iowa. Seems as though both teams are inspiring each other because we've had 3 lead jams for Windy City, 3 lead jams for the Blue Ribbon Bullies, 2 lead jams, second win, 2 lead jams, Blue Ribbon Bullies.
I mean, Val, you can tell. This is a very, very hard-fought game where it might be double-digit lead on the scoreboard, but this is very close. This is very close.
14 points racking up just in this jam alone for Lolo Guns. Lolo Guns looking for some more. As we do have a new jammer for the Windy City Rollers, that is Kidney Lopper. She was starting out as your pivot. That's one of the specialty things that a pivot gets to do. A pivot is just a specialized class of blocker. They get to do fantastic things like start on the pivot line and receive penalties they didn't earn. But one of the actual fun things that they get to do is receive the star, as Kidney Lopper did. Now, Kittles was not able to pick up any points on that pass, but she did force the call by Lolo Guns. Lolo Guns picking up 17 in this jam alone. 7D on the board for the Blue Ribbon Bullies. 102 for the second win.
And Zoe Trocious coming onto the line for another run at it. She will be opposed by Angerism of the Blue Ribbon Bullies.
Ange is wearing the star for the 3rd time today, as is Zoe. Both of them starting out the games on behalf of their respective teams. Zoe Trocious trying to fight up past the front. She does, grabs lead jammer status in the process.
She took a few hard knocks to get there, but that is a well-earned lead. Now the second win have the chance to put up points without allowing any from United. Looks like they will. 3 points on the board to Zoe Trocious. The second win will increase their lead. Oh, that's good. The second win has put up points in every jam of this first half. Bambi Bloodlust looking to continue that trend. Crazy Daisy will have something to say for the Blue Ribbon Bullies as the whistle blows.
With the quickness, Bambi is declared lead jammer for the Windy City Rollers. Second win, Sugar Smash Dragon, Crazy Daisy all the way to the back of the pack. Bambi now approaching the front once again, has 1 blocker left to go at the top of the pack. Scoops to the outside, gets around, picks up 5 more points. Great communication from the bench coach, Howie Rolson, to Bambi Bloodlust. And again, with the great communication from the bench coach, Howie Rolson. 0 points on that last pass for either team, but great job of stalling the scoring by Bambi Bloodlust, keeping Des Moines at 70 points for the third jam in a row.
Folks, if you've seen our dedicated volunteers walking around the track with Talk Derby to Me signs, and if you want to become a Windy City Roller, volunteer, skater, or referee, please see one of our volunteers. Ask them about roller derby, ask them about skating, ask them about refereeing, ask them about what they had for breakfast, and they might tell you. They'll definitely tell you about the roller derby stuff. The breakfast thing is iffy. But talk to our dedicated volunteers. They're here to help.
Oh no, they'll talk to you about their breakfast, their bout day breakfast. Trust me, it's a thing in our community.
I want to hear about that. I want to hear about it. I love roller derby.
So Windy City Rollers do have the pack advantage as the pivot from Des Moines sits in the penalty box. And joining her will be the jammer. Out for lead jammer. Third jam in a row. That is Shake and Bake.
I think I've never seen that. I thought she looked like she was blocking for a second, but I know she was skating. She pushed her way back in.
Defies gravity.
Power jam?
Yeah.
Power jam.
Yeah, I said that already.
Okay, my bad.
It's okay.
So on the power jam, 5 more points picked up by Shake and Bake for Windy City's second win.
Shake and Bake, you can tell, nursing it. Bit of a thigh issue, but she is putting things together very well here. Calls off the jam.
Yeah, good attention to detail because she almost cut that track but called herself back in and around. Realized that the opposing jammer was coming up about ready to score some points. Called the jam, picking up 11 on that jam for the Windy City Rollers' second win. 70 on the board for the Blue Ribbon Bullies.
Shake and Bake, perfect blend of strength, agility, and cerebral.
Oh. You know, that's actually...
Number 3, Hat Trixie, no slouch herself, had an excellent jam against Case Closed a couple of turns ago. Now she'll be going up against Energizer Bunny.
I'm glad I asked.
And lead jammer to Hat Trixie right off the bat. A nice move around the outside. Great help from her blockers as well. Hat Trixie did go to the penalty box, so this will be a power jam for Energizer Bunny. Oh, must have been a cut on the track. I didn't see that.
Yeah, I asked him. I'll mention it again at halftime.
So now again, they're going to be able to unthaw the scoring freeze. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last jam, 0 points picked up by Blue Ribbon Bully, but 5 points picked up on that last pass by Energizer Bunny.
The skaters going down to the back of the track, but Energizer Bunny does grab that on the 4th and 5th point as Hat Trixie returns to the track. 10 points already on the board, put up by Energizer Bunny. Lolo guns and Stan doing a heck of a job on number 3, but she does manage to extricate herself from that precarious situation. As does Energizer Bunny, who calls off the jam, but Hat Trixie did grab 2 points.
Language.
You're the only one with a white shirt, dude. You made yourself stand out. And overalls.
And awesome.
On the line, number 3 in white, that is Case Closed. And in black, we have number 82, Goldie.
My voice cracked like Peter.
Both jammers trying the inside and not finding it to their liking, so they're forced out to recycle. Goldilocks stock and barrel gets through first. Lead jammer to number 82 in black, and it'll be a power jam.
Yeah, power jam situation because Case Closed was assessed a cutting of the track penalty.
But you were building a machine there. Multiplayer block call against the Blue Ribbon Bullies, so their blockers will be reduced by 1.
Yeah, Snotface joining her jammer in the penalty box.
Now Hat Trixie directing traffic out on the track. Mako is going to come in and pare down the traffic, and it is a successful game plan. Another 5 points on the board for the second win.
Nice call. That was very smooth. That was awesome of you. Don't point to that. Point to yourself.
I'm the man.
You're
I
the
did
man.
that.
Off the inside with a quickness, number 3, case closed. Racking up, now eligible to score points for Des Moines. Goldie back on the track, calls the jam before case closed can pick up any points. 14 points on that last jam for second wind.
Zoe Trocious will be coming to the line for the second wind against Lolo Guns.
Zoe and Lolo facing off in the 6th jam of this first period.
Lolo almost immediately called for a back block. She will be heading to the penalty box, so it'll be a power jam for Zoe Trocious.
Now that's back-to-back power jams in the favor of the Windy City Rollers' second wind. They also do have the advantage of the pack. Only 3 blockers on the track now for Des Moines. Zoe Trocious staying mean and clean, picking up 5 more points. Another grand slam for the Windy City Rollers' second wind.
3 blockers on the track.
Beautiful offense by him. Beat it down, scooping up, pushing that blocker to the inside so that Zoe Trocious had a free open road to 5 points town.
Excellent seal by Abita down. Zoe going to try to go in her own way as Lolo Guns returns to the track. She is knocked back inside, forced to recycle.
Lolo Guns with some amazing footwork, sneaking up the inside. Zoe Trocious almost crashing into 3 frontal score packs. Abita Down's going to the penalty box. 2 more points picked up by Zoe Trocious as the jam gets called. 5 minutes left in the first half, so we want to say thank you so much to Iron Doll Clothing. Iron Doll Clothing is the proud designer of the Windy City Rollers travel team game jerseys. Iron Doll Clothing was born in 2009 and has been emerging from the underground fashion scene ever since. For more information, visit www.irondollrollerderby.com.
Thought we might.
What's that?
I might have time to sneak another one in.
Nah. It's okay. We'll get the rest. We need to make sure you mention this one.
For sure. Bambi Bloodlust going at it with Aneurysm. These two have hooked up opposing jammers a few times here in this first half, and Aneurysm will get the better of this early exchange. She is the lead jammer for the Blue Ribbon Bullies.
Well, this is the second time they have it, but that's cool. Nobody else is tracking like we are, so.
Whatever. I thought I saw it. I said it. I'm proud.
Pretty.
I'm proud of it.
Aneurysm does call the jam just as Bambi Bloodlust was about to start scoring points. 2 points picked up by the Blue Ribbon Bullies.
That is not a call for a confectionery delight, folks. That's shake and bake on the line for the second wind.
Nice.
Do people know what confectionery delights are?
Well,
I suppose that could be ice cream.
yeah.
We have Crazy Daisy down in the start once again for Des Moines. Shake and bake though, shaking up the inside line, grabbing the lead jammer for the Windy City Rollers.
Excuse me.
Snacksy.
Snacksy.
Action gummed up just a bit in the far turn.
Shake and bake taking a shoulder from snot face almost to the face, but legally clean. Calls it off, picking up 4 more points on that last pass.
Love the respect shown between those two skaters. Those were some very hard hits. Shake and bake shrugged them. Could not quite get past the second one, called off the jam, but gotta respect the sportsmanship, of course. That'll be Hat Trixie as we are under 3 minutes here in our first half. Hat Trixie jamming for
Let's do this one on the next one, okay?
the second wind. She'll be up against Smashway. Both jammers using the decidedly more physical method of trying to break through the pack here.
Physically, you say. I say, welcome to roller derby.
This is my first day.
Bit of a tumble. Jam is not over, so says the rest, but white 5-4 going to the penalty box. It is Smudge for a forearm. Everybody got up and recovered nicely. Out of the pack now with lead jammer status is Trixie. On the hunt, however, is Smashly in white for Des Moines.
Windy City looking to set up their attack. They had a blocker hemmed up in the back. Smashly went flying towards the crowd.
Yeah, some of the fans from the DuPage Derby Dames almost got a skater in the lap. Something tells me that a speed skate would be okay with it, though.
They looked ready for reception. They looked ready to receive, protect both the skaters and themselves.
And you know who wants to protect the skaters? That is ATI, the official physical therapy and trainers of the Windy City Rollers. ATI Physical Therapy Clinics are the leader in comprehensive orthopedic rehabilitation, specializing in one-on-one strength training and research-based physical therapy. Check them out at atipt.com for more information and locations throughout the Chicagoland area.
Case closed once again against Goldilocks Stock and Barrel. Case closed is lead jammer. Both skaters looking for purchase. Case closed finding the better of it. She has 4 points in this jam. Goldilocks Stock and Barrel gets an escort. She is through the pack and she has 4 points to her credit as well. Case closed using Sugar Smacks there almost as a decoy try. She could not find her, but she was not able to get past that final block. Excellent blocking at the head of the pack. 4 more points tallied by Case closed and the Blue Ribbon Bullies. They win that jam 8-4, 158-94 is our score. And there's the halftime whistle, so we will go into the break with the Windy City Rollers' second win.
It's only 10 minutes. It's not 15.
Leading the Team United Women's Roller Derby Blue Ribbon Bullies 158-94.
And just like that, we're going to get back to the second half of roller derby action. But first, we just want to say thank you so much to ATI Physical Therapy. ACI is WCR's official physical therapy and trainers. ATI Physical Therapy Clinics are the leader in comprehensive orthopedic rehabilitation, specializing in one-on-one strength and training, research-based physical therapy. Visit them at www.atipt.com for more information and locations throughout the Chicagoland area. I just personally want to say thank you so much to ATI for all that they've done, and especially Danielle, one of the original Windy City Rollers. She's in the corner. Hopefully you don't see her much today, but she does so much work with the league, and thank you so much to Danielle. She's been a part of the Windy City Rollers since the day we started. Much love to you, my dear. Back to the action on the track. We have 121. 121 is Andrewism. Andrewism wearing white. And she's facing off against the captain, Zoe Trocious. Zoe Trocious getting through. Picked up lead jam. Zoe Trocious calls the jam. Picking up 1 point to 3 being awarded to Andrewism. All right, correction, that is a point correction. Thank you so much, Justice Feelgood Marshall.
Should we put them on blast later?
For the
Was this last?
sure, yeah. Like when there's an OTO or something.
Bambi Bloodlust donning the star once again for the Windy City Rollers. Up against 11, that is Crazy Daisy.
Comment section.
Bambi taking the director out to the penalty box, so it'll be a power jam for Crazy Daisy and the Blue Ribbon Bullies. She's stopped in her tracks by Sugar Smacks, but goes to the inside.
Ooh, that was good flow.
Just worked out.
Yeah, man.
Number 511 making her way back to the top of the pack to by the Crazy Daisy once again. Helped with a beat it down, but that is 5 points in the air for Crazy Daisy.
Crazy Daisy trying to sneak around the outside, being forced out by number 29, Speeding Rainbow.
It's on a white wall.
I know.
2 more.
So are you the bout facilitator?
2 more points
No.
picked up there by
So a
Crazy
couple things that
Daisy.
would really, really help you
The
announcers,
Blue Ribbon
because you know how I
Bullies,
feel
they
about
passed
officials.
the
I feel like
century
we're on
mark.
the same team.
Yeah.
That's why you're
7
officials,
point
not
jam
refs.
from number 11.
Because I would never disrespect NSOs.
Shake and Bake returning to the line
Reminding
for the
them that we're
second
their
win
teammates. They're showing
against
the score
Smash
cards.
Week.
They don't really ever show us the score. So when it's white on white, it's hard to see what
Both
handles are
jammers
showing up.
looking
so things
for
like that are
early
just ways to
returns
make
from
it
the
better. It's not gonna
inside
change your game,
line.
It's fine. But
Good blocking at the rearmost part of the pack
legit,
by
these
the
are just
second
things
win.
that if you want to take a note, so you can remember.
Nice job.
I can try to
And a
communicate
forced
it. I don't know
recycle
if
by
you're the best person
Smudge.
to communicate it to, or-
Yeah, because I still keep it.
Smudge once again working on number
So,
140
things
Shake and Bake.
acknowledging the scoreboard once they have it. Acknowledging
Neither
the
jammer has
officials
been able to
is
free themselves
huge,
from the
because
pack as
sometimes
of
we're
yet.
the scorekeepers, and that's fine, but here we're not. And, it gets
And that
lost
is
in all
League
the
Jammer to
stuff.
Smash Week. She
Especially when
is
the sun
first
is
out
shining, or when the
unscathed.
sun is down. I couldn't see what he's holding, and he was right in front of us. You know what I mean?
Shake and
And,
Bake with a
and
pivot
also
pirouette
with
turn
the,
on the inside, and she
with the
is
penalties,
out of the
like they're
pack.
just standing there looking at the box. They can reiterate it
Oh,
a couple times.
great shut down seal to the
So
outside
things that would, like,
by the
help
Blue
us
Ribbon Bullies
all
to
look
free
good,
up
rather than
Smash Week
people
for the
being pissed off
4-point
because
pass.
they feel like so-and-so
She will
went
call off
unfairly.
jam.
Because then we can explain why they went there. You know what I mean?
I actually haven't been.
We have a
paying
timeout,
attention, but
team
the jammer's
timeout
supposed to
by the
follow
Windy
their
City Rollers.
Jammer to the box.
I want to thank Gil Leora
then,
Photography,
if they go to
the
the box on
official
that side.
WCR League photographer. See him roving around here tonight with his camera. Gil has experience in shooting commercials, portraits, roller derby, and weddings. For more information on how to have Gil photograph your special event, visit www.gilleora.com.
So it's just like a best practice.
Hot 3-on-3 action.
Oh, this is an official review.
The tripartite jam. I like that. I didn't understand it, but I liked it.
There is an official review going on. We will be able to get an update for you in a moment. But meanwhile, we want to say thank you so much to Crew Strength and Fitness. They are a proud partner of the Windy City Rollers. Crew is a community of support dedicated to inspiring you. Stay motivated with trainers and instructors that will inspire you to stick to your workout plan and push yourself harder than you ever thought possible. For more information, visit crewstrengthandfitness.com. That's crew as in KRU, strengthandfitness.com. Or go on and visit them at their Andersonville or Lincoln Park locations in Chicago. So we're gonna get you an update shortly. As you notice, the man all in white in the middle is Justice Feelgood Marshall. He's gonna find out some information for us. But we also just want to say a very special thank you to JFM. I affectionately call him Boss Man, as he was the creative mastermind behind Derby News Network for the entirety of its existence. Words are hard when you're talking about somebody you love. Tonight was his last game calling for the Windy City Rollers. He unfortunately will be shipping off to the Mile High city of Denver, Colorado. So we just want to say thank you so much to all your time and all your hard work in roller derby in Chicago and all over the world. Thank you so much, Justice Feelgood Marshall. We're gonna miss you. You're a jerk for leaving.
Black was called the official review. They wanted
Looks like we'll come back to action. And
called the
notice
White Jammer.
that the Olympic fever hit the track for just a moment. Sugar Smacks was doing the Michael
call
Phelps
stance.
warm up out there. We'll see if the Jammers get the chance to swim through the pack on this exchange. It'll be 3-on-3. That's uniform number, not pack strength. Pat Trixie versus Case Closed once again.
So that official review was called by Windy City Rollers Second Wind. It was an official review looking for a multiplayer block called on the White Jammer in the last jam. There was no multiplayer block as assessed by all the officials that were surrounding the movement. So no call was made, and therefore the no call will stand. So they will lose that official review for the rest of the half.
A lot of time left in this half as Pat Trixie, who was forced to recycle momentarily as the pack was on the near straightaway, ends up making her way through first. She is lead jammer for the second win. Trixie makes first contact with the blockers, is pushed out of bounds by who else but Lolo Guns. She calls off the jam. She does manage to pick up 3 points. 3 points for number 3, and the score is now 163 to 108. I won't say that's the last time I'll say 3, but I'll try to hold off on it for a while.
Yeah, probably not though. What about S1? Can we say S1?
I think we can say S1.
I can say S1, you know why? Because they are a proud sponsor of the Windy City Rollers travel team helmets. The S1 Lifer helmet is fastly becoming known as the best fitting and most protective helmet for skateboarding, BMX, and roller derby. We'll let you know a little bit more about S1 Helmets Company, but you can visit them at s1helmets.com.
Cover them all. Just need one more on ATR.
Cool.
Actually, wait.
Oh, there's one more on the back, yeah. Good call.
Yeah, on your mark.
Goldie lock, stock, and barrel trying to force her way past that 3-wall diamond formation up top. Goldie trying to find some daylight, gets forced down, and a low block being assessed to 11 white. That is Crazy Daisy.
Wait, Crazy Daisy was the jammer. I don't want to say that because she has a star stash, so I'm not going to say it.
Oh, okay.
So lead jammer was assessed to Goldie. Goldie is now trying to fight her way through a wall of white at the top of the pack.
She's put the helmet back. She's put the cover back on.
Oh yeah, because she has to, I think, in the penalty box, right?
So there was a little bit of confusion there, folks. Crazy Daisy was starting off as the jammer for Des Moines. She did get sent to the penalty box for a low block. So she will be starting out the next jam in the penalty box.
Make your signals consistent, my dude.
I know. And conversely, if you have anything for us that you want to see happen more or less, or like
Zoe Trocious on the power jam.
let me know because
Windy
like,
City,
basically,
full strength of blockers.
me working
4
together,
blockers on the track as well for the
really
Blue Ribbon Bullies.
Like, not always
Pack starts out
available,
very
and I'm not
fast
available, so if you
before
have anything
slowing
that
up
you
just a
think
bit
would be
into
cool,
the second turn. You can tell as the referees are making all those hockey stops.
Ooh, and unfortunately for Zoe Trocious, she had already passed up the point of no return as indicated by the white line on the side of the penalty box. She's going to the penalty box for a forearm, but she had already passed up that white line, which means she has to go all the way back around the track before she can enter the penalty box legally.
Another full rotation around the track. And after the penalty is served, the star was passed to Lolo Guns, so she is the scoring player on the track for the Blue Ribbon Bullies right now, and she has taken advantage of the power jam already with 5 points. Lolo stopped immediately on her second time through at the rearmost end of the pack by Kidney Lauper. Manages to free herself from Kidney's embrace, and she does grab another grand slam.
Lolo Guns getting around on the outside, free and clear, picking up 4 points. Zoe Trocious careening into the back of the white wall. Lolo Guns staying on her feet, doing a bit of a pirouette, picking up 4 more points for the Blue Ribbon Bullies. Zoe Trocious out now with another 4 points for the Windy City Rollers' second win.
Towing the line out there on the outside, the pack itself is moving slowly around the track, but the jammers are keeping their speed for the most part. Now, the Blue Ribbon Bullies managing to hold Zoe Trocious back and actually, of course, the recycle right at the end of the jam. Looks like 4 more points tallied by Lolo Guns.
And what a jam that was by Lolo Guns. 10 points for Zoe on that jam, but 22 points for Lolo Guns. bringing it to a 46-point game between these two teams, Spider.
She's a very effective point scorer in the first game and does not seem to have lost any, if any, energy here in the second. Bambi Bloodlust now jamming for the second win against Angerism. Angerism knocked down by Mako at the top of the pack, and now she will get some help as well. Bambi just managing to stay in bounds there. No pass, no penalty signaled by the referee. So Bambi back into the pack is on her scoring pass. Lead jammer was given to the Blue Ribbon Bullies. However, before the 4 whistles were blown, Bambi did pick up 3 points. So that's 3 points on the board to the second win.
Who was the jammer in that last pass for Bullies?
Andrews.
Thank you.
Have an official timeout. Officials timeout on the track. And I think that means we have a sponsor recall.
I think you are correct. It's time to give some props to On Your Mark Coaching and Training. On Your Mark is a proud partner of the Windy City Rollers, equipped with the best education, tools, and technique. Their passionate and well-educated trainers excel at inspiring you to work hard to help you meet your goals. It really is all about you, my friends. On Your Mark makes workouts intense and enjoyable at the same time. Obviously, why wouldn't we want to be having fun? So visit them at the West Loop or Bucktown locations, and visit them on the web at oymtraining.com.
Just as we finish that, we've gotten off the mark now. As Shake and Bake jamming for the second win against Case Closed.
3. She's number 3. Say it again. 3.
I said I was going to hold off on it. I'm going to try. I'm going to try and see if I can sneak it in there without saying. Case is not closed for this second bout. We're in the second half. 179 to 130, the score in favor of the second win. However, the Blue Ribbon Bullies have been making a very spirited charge here in the second half. And Shake and Bake has something to say about that. She's lead jammer for the ladies in black.
Now this is Shake's first time jamming in the second half thus far. Shake and Bake scooping up the line, picking up 5 points on Grand Slam for the Windy City Rollers' second win.
Bullies jammer frees herself from the pack as Shake and Bake is in for another pass. She's turned around, looking for directions from the bench, and does call off the jam. Looks like 3 more points on the board for number 140.
How many jams today has Lolo Guns been in is what I want to know. Like, she has been out there like...
Some tape on your fingers.
Huh?
I guess the wall, I can't see his holding it sideways.
Is that a serious question? Because I could get that information from my
8 points on the board for Shake and Bake.
But,
now had Trixie going to try and
I was just
lengthen the
kind of saying that out
lead
loud.
for the second win.
I mean, I'm totally into it if you want to at
Smash
some
lead,
point.
going to try and cut
45
into
white.
that margin for the Blue Ribbon Bullies. Once again, both jammers electing to go the very physical route here at the start of play in this jam.
Duking it out at the top of the pack, we do have a lead jammer. It is Smash Weave, but the first jammer out is Pat Trixie for the Windy City Rollers.
Angerism, the pivot, heading to the penalty box for the Blue Ribbon Bullies. So there's short one blocker. Pat Trixie with a head fake, and she is out and around the block. And she is going to keep things going as a big block was leveled on Smash Weave. And she is going to go to the penalty box as well for cutting the track. So it's a power jam for Pat Trixie and the second win.
And if there's any jammer you don't want to have a power jam up against, it is Hat Trixie herself. This lady loves to skate. She's been playing hockey for pretty much 75 years. She's also been playing roller derby for 132. I don't know how she does it. The sport's only 81 years old today. But she's been playing for like almost twice as long as roller derby has existed.
Was she like me when I was a kid, just playing games in the park by herself? Yeah, that was very sad.
Pretty much, she was her own team.
Nothing sadder than a kid throwing a frisbee to himself.
She can't call it dum-dum, she's not lead.
You're stupid. And Trixie once again ducking around the outside to get past the blockers. And another grand slam on the board. Very fruitful jam for number 3. 19 points tallied so far.
Excellent footwork by Smashway to get around Mittens and Mako on the inside line. And Trixie picking up 4 more points for the Windy City Rollers. To the box goes Mako as the jam gets called.
And Trixie with a very, very good jam for the second win. 23 points by number 3.
You said it.
That's twice now. I gotta be better at that. The second went up 210 to 130. Just over 15 minutes left here in our second half of play. Now Goldie lock, stock, and barrel. Going to resume things. Oh, and what a block right there. Coming out of nowhere was Stan to stop Goldie in her tracks, and that'll leave things open for Smashway.
Well, and Stan has those blocks that are coming out of nowhere, but she was coming out of the Des Moines Derby Brats, part of the JRDA 2016 champions. So she's a new graduate to the adult program, if you will.
I misspoke, that is Energies or Bunny jamming for the ladies in white. And she is out first with 4 points.
It's okay, it happens.
Oh no, like that time my throat was getting short.
Drink some water.
Oh, is that what the obvious solution? What?
G's approaching the pack that is moving rather quickly. We are at a roller rink, so why not roller skate, is what that pack was just saying.
I suppose that is a possibility.
So that was a 0-9 jam in the favor of the Blue Ribbon Bullies. Excuse me, 0-10 jam. Nice work by Jeezer.
Very good ebbs and flows in this this game by both teams, and now Lolo Guns will try and maintain the flow for the Blue Ribbon Bullies. Zoe Trocious will try and ebb things for the ladies in white and start off a streak for her team. Both jammers, the kineticism of those jammers, and a penalty called. High block?
That's high block, right?
So a high block being assessed to Zoe Trocious. That is a blocking with the head, or blocking to the head, excuse me.
Lolo Guns knocked out of bounds by Kate and destroyed. Forced to recycle. Very, very tough jammer here. The second win defense will be tested.
Wow.
Ladies in black, organizing and reorganizing, constantly shifting, trying to cover the spaces.
Lolo skated in the first game too.
Kate and Destroy forcing Lolo Guns back to the inside. Blockers coming back to the track for the Blue Ribbon Bullies, and Lolo Guns calls off the jam with 5 points on the board.
That was a hard-fought 5 points, but that's going to bring the Blue Ribbon Bullies up to 145. Second win on the board with 2:10. 12 minutes and 48 seconds left to go in the second half.
Be Bambi Bloodlust on the line once again against. Now we have a couple of whistles. I believe
Well, when we do return to gameplay, she will be facing off against Andrewism 121 in white. And it appears as though the Blue Ribbon Bullies from Des Moines, Iowa are going to be using their official review for the second half.
So while we have a second, we want to once again let you know to come out to our after party, which will be very close by at JT's Porch Saloon and Eatery. There will be drink and food specials along with live music, and of course you for dancing. At JT's Porch, we specialize in simplicity. Great food and cold drinks served with a smile at a fair price. Our wings are bigger and better than all of the competition, and our burgers will have you unbuckling your belt. And our atmosphere at JT's Porch is, of course, comfortable and always friendly. located at 665 West Roosevelt Road in Lombard near Roosevelt and Finley Roads. Please join us at our after party at JT's Porch Saloon and Eatery.
So the current update that we have is that the team in white from Des Moines, Iowa, the Blue Ribbon Bullies, is asking for, they have called for an official review. They are looking to see an additional penalty added to Zoe Trocious after that high block was called. They're looking for an insubordination penalty. If you do not leave the track immediately after you've been called for penalty, you are eligible for an insubordination penalty. That would extend her penalty time to 1 full minute rather than the 30 seconds that she had already been serving. So we're going to see what happens if that goes in the favor of Mark Muse and the ladies from Des Moines, Iowa.
Did you say that they're musing it right now?
That was not very amusing. Sha.
Is that Dale Gribble?
Sha. Always. You in helicopters.
And now on the keys, the Big D himself.
Rusty Shackleford.
Yes.
No one's on 6.
Oh. Wicked Red on 6 penalties. 5 for Smashly and 5 for Smudge.
Womp womp womp.
So while we wait and find out what is going on with the ladies and gents in the infield, just want to remind you all that there is a bake sale going on.
12 minutes?
I had some fantastic Rice Krispie Squares earlier.
Oh, those were very good.
The Puppy Crunch, was that?
Puppy Chow.
Puppy Chow. I should have known better. You can also visit the
Walk past
Windy
the
City
table.
Rollers merch booth over by Dare at the exit.
Way down yonder.
Okay. So white.
Right, I know why they were challenging.
Definitely check in with the merchandise table.
Additional
Skaters working very, very hard on those baked goods and, of course, procuring that
love a good
merchandise
picture
for
review.
you to purchase. If you saw any of our winners of the halftime games taking home that merchandise, we know that you love seeing it.
Thank you.
And if you want to get some for yourself,
Anything for
check
you.
it out over at the merch table or check out the Windy City Rollers website.
You know what you can also do is go on over to the snack bar and have some tasty hot food. All the hot food at the
We did
snack
it.
bar is half off. There's, I believe, pizza, there's some pretzels, I know there's hot dogs aplenty.
Mozzarella sticks.
Mozzarella sticks. Head on over and grab some half off the hot food at the snack bar. Thanks once again to Steve and everyone here at Lombard Roller Rink.
What up,
Lombard
Big
Roller Rink has been supporting roller derby since 2004. This was one of the original practice sites for the Windy City Rollers. We used to come here each and every Thursday for practice. So thank you so much to Steve and everyone here at Lombard for loving this sport as much as we do. And once again, happy birthday to roller derby.
Yeah!
The best damn sport that ever was. True story. Started right here. Well, not too far
A few
from
miles,
here. Chicago,
east of
Illinois.
Chicago, yeah.
Sweet home, if you will.
And that's the first time in a while the skaters got fooled by the whistle. The next whistle will start the jam, folks.
Now, if you'll notice, Zoe Trocious is starting in the penalty box. She was assessed that second penalty for the insubordination. After a little bit of conferring and hemming and hawing in the infield, the officials determined that yes, in fact, she did not leave the track immediately, and therefore she will be assessed the insubordination penalty, which means that the Blue Ribbon Bullies will not lose their official timeout.
Wait, do these have nuts? Mangle. Do these have nuts? Can you find out?
So it'll be a solo jam for Energizer Bunny. Once again, the second win are leading by 65 points, 210 to 145 as time ticks down to under 12 minutes here in our game. Second win defense going to have to hold out for a little bit more than usual time.
That's hard.
There's 5 points on the board, a grand slam for Energizer Bunny.
That's closing the gap to a 60-point game between these two teams with 11 minutes and 42 seconds left. Reed gets around and beat it down at the back of the pack. A clockwise block being assessed to number 422 White, that is Snotface. Jim got called 0-0 on that last pass, so again it's going to stay at a 60-point game between these two teams. 150 on the board for the Blue Ribbon Bullies, 210 for the second win.
One blocker in the box currently, as you said. Snotface going to the penalty box for a clockwise block. So it'll be 4 blockers on the track to 3. In the second win, Lolo Guns, number 45 in white, jamming against Bambi Bloodlust. Once again, Lolo with the quick lateral movement, but Bambi has quick lateral movement of her own. She is lead jammer for the second win. She's got so much pace.
Bambi gets through, picks up a couple of points. That is 3 points picked up by Bambi Bloodlust. That is the first time that the Windy City Rollers have scored since the 8th jam of this half.
So a bit of a drought by the second win, but they do manage to break the scoring run of the Blue Ribbon Bullies and take some more time off of the all-important clock. Shake and Bake looking to do her thing on the track against Andrewism, who has also been very, very effective for the Blue Ribbon Bullies in this first and the second half. But Shake and Bake finds herself on the upside of this jam. She is the lead jammer. In the ascendancy, as the British announcers say. Is this a fan club? Do we have a fan club? Or are you guys just like treehousing?
I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna say yeah.
I like this when everybody like leans out and is like looking out is treehouse. I just made that up, but I like it.
Now Stan did receive the star from Andrewism. Right as Stan was approaching the back of the pack, the jam got called after Shake and Bake picked up 3 more points for the Windy City Rollers.
What up, big Stan?
Oh man, I haven't had a piece of chocolate in a long time. It just also made my entire mouth water.
So many jokes.
Damn, Gina, we're being recorded. Watch that shit.
Here we have numero trace on numero 3. Pat Trixie facing off against Case Closed.
I assume that we've run out of languages to say 3 in, and now Case Closed will be sent to the penalty box.
For why? For why? Where's your hand signals, man?
There will only be one number 3 out on the track right now. As Pat Trixie is on a power jam, and she is the lead jammer for the second win.
See what I mean when he's standing there?
She'll be able to take full advantage of this power jam, run some more time off the clock, and hopefully lengthen the second win's lead.
Each other, but I missed that.
And a cutting the track penalty is doled out to Pat Trixie, so she will leave the track. So both jammers have been stamped with that unfortunate red mark of penalty.
Where do you want her to go? Take a boost.
If your name is Amy Marie Barkus and you are here, first off, thanks for supporting Women's Flat Track Roller Derby. Second off, we have your wallet. Amy Marie Barkus. Please head on over to the ticket booth right by the main entrance and collect your belongings.
Please move quickly.
Thank you, ma'am. Anytime, sir.
I'm a freelance writer. I don't have a lot of money. I'm easily tempted. Now we have a star pass. A star pass was made to Smash Wee, and she is the scoring jammer now for the Blue Ribbon Bullies, and she has tallied 10 points so far in this jam. So
Pat Trixie just tally-hoed right up the inside, picking up another 4 points. High in the sky for the Windy City Rollers. 160 on the board for the Blue Ribbon Bullies. 220 for Pat Trixie, and the second win, jumping that score up to 225.
Pat Trixie with the toe drag move on the inside, slowed herself up just enough and skated smoothly around the inside. Now she's on another scoring pass. And the jam ends right there. Looks like another 2. Let's see in just a moment. Another 2 points on the board for Pat Trixie. 3 for Smashly, who's the pivot turn jammer there. So the Blue Ribbon Bullies do win the jam 13-12. Score comes to 228 to 163. Energizer Bunny up against Goldie Lock, Stock, and Barrel here in this jam. Both jammers trying to find a spot to get a shoulder in, just step through the pack. like Goldilocks Stock and Barrel had a space for a moment. And cutting the track called on Goldilocks Stock and Barrel, so that will mean the lead jammer goes to Energizer Bunny. The Blue Ribbon Bullies have been picking up chunks of points, and they will do so here again as they try to cut down this sizable lead of the second win. Three blockers on the track for both teams. Energizer Bunny makes her way through with another grand slam. Second win blockers arranged in the middle of the track. A couple of them were picked off. Good blocking by the Blue Ribbon Bullies. And a good force out near the top of the pack by number 45, Mary Poppin' Caps. She was able to slow down the jammer for just a moment, but another 5 points on the board. A 15-point jam so far, and it is not concluded yet for Energizer Bunny. 4 points on the board for Goldilocks Stock and Barrel as she makes her way out of the
Abita has 6 now, I think.
penalty box.
I think Abita has 6.
So 15-4 the jam for the Blue Ribbon Bullies. As that last pass did not come up with points for either team. 232 to 178, under 5 minutes to go here in our game.
Never mind, I'll call that.
I never know what to do about calling games.
I don't.
Because I assume
I don't
the
ever see
coaches
anything.
know.
I don't ever see anything when it comes to 6. It's just good for us to know because they might not know, and especially with a lot of times they don't have the board in the middle, so they might not actually be able to physically see it. If we know it because we're tracking, it could really be considered coaching.
Andrewism jamming for the Blue Ribbon Bullies, and she'll be opposed by now lead jammer Zoe Trocious. When's the last time the second win got lead?
They didn't have it on the last time, right?
No.
So 2 jams ago with Trixie.
First time in the last 3 jams that the second win has procured the lead jammer spot. And
No,
so
that's okay.
Zoe Trocious going to
Is it 2 jams ago? No.
first of the last 3, including this one.
No, they got it, then they got it, then they got it back. It's okay, no big deal.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So we had 2, this is the third, this is the first and the last
Nope.
of the,
Nope. It's okay.
including the 3.
Nope, it's okay.
Zoe Trocious is going to call the jam after picking up a few more points for the second win.
Does Turn not know about timeouts?
182 on the board for the Blue Ribbon Bullies. 236 for the second
Saving, not
win.
caring?
3 minutes and 26 seconds left.
I'm personally offended by this.
About them not using timeouts.
Why not calling timeout?
I mean, if you carry their timeouts, they roll over to the next game that you play. You didn't know?
Now we have had a skater foul out and pick up 7 penalties in one game. Your game will be over. That's number 515, Wicked Red.
Numbers reduced just by 1 for the Blue Ribbon Bullies, but Lolo Guns is lead jammer for the team in white. Bambi Bloodlust trying to eat up track and gain ground. 45 racing through the pack, calling off the jam, and a very well timed call off.
Oh my god.
4 points up for Lolo Guns. And it is a 50-point margin now, 236 to 186 for the second win, ticking down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the game clock. I mean, you know this dude, this coach, this is a veteran coach. It's just like, they have a short bench. I don't know.
Shake and bake, donning the star once again for the Windy City Rollers, and Andrewism in white again for the Blue Ribbon Bullies.
They've got to be short, right? They don't look like it. Low block penalty is called on the pivot for the Blue Ribbon Bullies, so Shake and Bake is lead jammer for the second win. Behind a couple of blockers. And now out in the open floor, 4 points up for Shake and Bake. She will call off the jam as Andrewism was making her way around to the rear part of the pack. Just Just over a minute left here in our game. The second win holding a commanding 240 to 186 lead. Did Justin Scott let his head explode somewhere? I thought I saw the Michael Phelps warm up. I thought I saw it again, and they didn't do it. I was hoping. So that's not. I'll buy it. Lolo Guns lead Jammer as she makes her way through the inside for the Blue Ribbon Bullies. Pat Trixie also on the track for the second win, now called off the track into the penalty box. So she will have a seat in the bin of roller derby sins.
As soon as this is done, I'm going to go over there to grab the player of the game.
Lolo Guns there. She does get the grand slam. 5 points raised in the air. 4 blockers on the track against 3 for the second win as Lolo goes down under a low block challenge by Abita down. She will take a trip to the penalty box as well.
Play or you need to get more time in this game. I can't imagine how they could have done that.
Like at least 4.
Yeah, at least.
Pat Trixie, the jammer for the second win, now back onto the track. She looks for a spot on the outside and cannot quite find it. Move back to the middle of the track. Then outside once again. Tiptoes that line, has a couple of blockers to beat and beats them. Very, very hard work. Coming to a fruitful effort for Pat Trixie. Meanwhile, Lolo Guns goes through attack once again for 4 points, and that will put the Blue Ribbon Bullies to the century mark. 200 points. Double century mark. Played a really good second half. So Hat Trixie, the jammer for the second win, continuing the motor around the track, grabs 5 points right before the final whistle. Right now, our unofficial final, 249 to 201. The second win taking the win here in our second main event of the night.